Hello everyone, this is Roxas1359. Welcome back to Let's Play The Nightmare Before Christmas, Oogie's Revenge. Without further ado, let us begin a new game on normal mode.
Welcome to Halloweentown.
Thanks, Jack.
'Twas a long time ago, longer now than it seems, in a place that perhaps you've seen in your dreams. For the story that you are about to be told took place in the holiday worlds of old. Now you've probably wondered where holidays come from. If you haven't, I'd say it's time you begun.
And now, the award for the most despised tingle by a non-corporeal being. Another magnificent Halloween, Jack.
This year's Halloween was the most horrible yet! Thank you, everyone! Something's missing. There's got to be a way to make Halloween more hideous, more terrifying, more frightening. This can't go on. You've got to do better, Jack.
Well, Jack, have you thought of the internet? There's a lot of vile shit that goes on that place.
A new Halloween?
A fresh, new, and improved Halloween, Doctor. After last year, we can't just do the same old thing. We should all be inspired to do something different. We need new scares, new ideas, new discoveries.
New discoveries, eh? I think I have just the kind of thing you're talking about. I call it the soul robber. Take it, Jack. I'm sure it will come in handy.
So you made flubber. That goes on my arm. Yep, definitely flubber.
Amazing. Exactly, Doctor, exactly. That settles it. I'll head out in search of more new discoveries for next year's Halloween. Oh, Doctor, please watch after things while I'm away.
Oh, now I'm certainly looking forward to next Halloween.
Jack's leaving town.
Now we can bring back Oogie.
Yeah, how hard can it be?
Only one line, and already I prefer Barrel's voice actor here than in, you know, Kingdom Hearts 2. And god damn it, I wasn't even gone 2 months. Stuff's already gotten this bad? Not even been 2 months!
I hope this finds you, Jack, wherever you are. Hurry, Jack!
Chapter 1, Jack's Return.
That's strange. The town's deserted. I don't believe we've met. I'm Jack. Jack Skeleton. What? You're not from Halloweentown, are you?
Are you kidding me, Jack? Their models look less cartoony than mine. The outsiders must be killed. So, not even 2 months and I come back to Halloweentown, I get attacked. The hell, Doc? The hell? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna taunt these guys. Come on. Come on. Come on. Whoop. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Whoop. And fun time. Whee! Don't worry, I'll be going over controls in a second. But for right now, let's beat the hell out of these guys. Right. Uh-oh. Still got people around here. Tom button. Right. And come on, get over here. Oh, dang it. Nope, get over here. You go. Ooh. I killed the blue one that had more health than this one. How the heck did that happen? Bop. There we go. And now you die. Bye-bye. Right, and let's grab those. All right, what's going on?
Is this thing on?
Robber.
My dearly abhorred denizens of Halloweentown, this is Oogie Boogie speaking. Today I bring you a joyous announcement. First of all, in place of Jack Skellington, yours truly is now the new ruler of Halloweentown. And so, as of today, this very hour, this exact moment, I declare this town's name will be changed to Oogie Town.
Yeah, Oogie, about that, not a big fan of the name, not gonna lie. Right, and there we go. So that seems to have gotten rid of them all. So what now?
What happened while I was gone? Someone's inside.
What happened while we were gone? Well, I don't know. All I know is that Dr. Finkelstein fucked up. But before we move on, we need to go over the mechanics in this game. For starters, how do we move? Move around with the left analog stick. The X button will be used to interact with items in the overworld. To attack, you just hit the square button right here. If you end up holding the square button, you will actually charge up your Soul Robber, and then you will release it. Depending if there is an enemy there, it will do a full combo. Now, you could also mash the square button to do that. Spin around and hit the square button. You will do a spin. This spin is very helpful at actually building up combos because it doesn't do as much damage, but it does enough hits to do it. As you saw barely in the first battle, I already had a 49 combo, and yes, each of the combos have a different name for them. And we've already met the requirements for that inside this level itself to get an S on it. So, to dodge around inside battles, because, you know, sometimes things get a little bit hectic, just hit the circle button. You can jump up to 3 times, doing such as this, or backflip. I'm trying to do. Oh, dang it. Fine, I'll just beat up these guys, because I can't seem to do it. There's one more type of jump that you can do, and I've never been able to figure out how to appropriately do it, in all honesty, and it annoys me because of it. Pretty much, you do a little spin into opposite direction. That one's the only one that will get you the most distance. Jumping's not really something you're going to be using in this game, except for dodging. But what does the triangle button do? Triangle button is used for grabbing enemies, as you saw that I did in the first battle, and a little bit in the last battle. If you charge it up, and then hit the triangle button again, you will grab onto an enemy, and you will spin them around do-si-do style. So that's pretty much the controls we have for right now. The more powers we get in the game, the more controls will open up and the other buttons will be used. But one last thing, the taunt button.
Come on!
How do you do this sexy, sexy taunt?
Come on!
Well, just hit any direction on the D-pad. They all do the same taunt. And there are different taunts in this game, do not worry. But you might have seen in the corner as well, we had our pumpkins. Pumpkins are our health in this game. Pretty much 2 hits per pumpkin. The flashing will mean that you only have 1 hit left in that pumpkin. We start off with 5, and that's pretty generous, actually. You can get through a good chunk of this game, actually, with very low health. But what's this in our inventory? We already have stuff in here. We have a crystal bottle. Well, just like in the Legend of Zelda games, bottles are everything here. What a crystal bottle is, we're allowed to put in the fountain water for it. What fountain water? Why, the Halloweentown fountain water. Right here. So you can interact with this at any time, and it will give you a boost. It will restore your health, and we have some stored inside of our bottle now. We can use this at any time we want. It will not revive you from death, so do not try doing that. It's not like a fairy, unfortunately. There are no fairy-like items in this game. But how do we get more bottles? Well, that's where these come in. These are crystal skulls, and this was long before we got that god-awful movie. Oh. These will be found in hidden places around Halloweentown and throughout many of the other levels. Get 4 of them, and we will take them to a place to get ourselves a new bottle. Total in the game, I believe there are 4 bottles, so that is very helpful, believe me, especially later in the game when things get a bit hectic. What are these right here, though? These are blue souls. Blue souls pretty much are a temporary power boost to our soul robber. And pretty much, as the name implies, it turns it blue. Now, I forget to use blue souls a lot, and I mean a lot. So, I'm not going to use them that much. There is a chance that enemies will drop blue souls. If an enemy drops a blue soul and you have the maximum amount of blue souls that you can carry, which is 5 in this case, then it will automatically be applied to the soul robber. So there's no worries about that. But, another thing. When I was doing my taunt, you might have noticed that the enemies changed to a funky neon color. That is the double-edged sword with taunting that I should talk about. See, in each level, there is the exclamation mark count that you need to meet. Well, one easy way to do it is to taunt enemies. However, this is a double-edged sword. Once you taunt an enemy, you will turn them into their Oogie mode. Oogie mode gives them a power boost, and they will do, I believe it is twice as much damage to you. And they're a lot more versatile when it comes to taking damage themselves. Now, while this sounds bad, there is an ability we'll be getting later in the game that actually can remove Oogie mode from enemies, so you can combine that with a taunt constantly. Another thing that can happen when you can taunt is if you successfully taunt, you have a chance of fully charging your soul robber instantly. But again, it will turn them into Oogie mode, as you saw how it did beforehand. But let's go over to my house, and great. You'll always know that there's a battle coming up because it will play the first part of This Is Halloween. Yep. It wouldn't be a Nightmare Before Christmas game without it. Don't worry, there is another one later, a song that will replace it in the halfway point of the game, actually. That is actually a remake of another song. But what are these little orbs that we're collecting from these skeletons? These are souls. Well, this is called the Soul Robber, after all. And pretty much, what are souls? They are the currency of this game. And as you can see, we can hold quite a bit of them. Souls are what are going to be used to buy upgrades for the Soul Robber inside of a shop later on, as well as different abilities for Jack. But for right now, it looks like there's a letter on my house. There's a letter in the gate. Should I read it? Nah, just stuff it in your pocket, Jack. I'm sure it's not important. Jack, in your absence, I held an assembly, and the whole town made plans for the scariest, most horrible Halloween yet. By the time you read this letter, I trust Halloweentown will be most positively horrific. Rest assured, next Halloween will not disappoint you. Mayor, I'm already disappointed. I'm getting attacked. We don't attack people on Halloween. At least not in Jack's Halloween. But this was sent November 15th. And we barely got Sally's letter. when she sent it out on the 23rd, so I'm going to assume that this is the 24th today. So, before we continue on, I think it's about time we actually go forward and introduce our saving mechanic of the game. It is Mr. Hyde.
I'm not making any more traps. Oh, Jack, it's you.
I'm sorry, I was clearly standing right in front of you.
What exactly happened while I was gone?
Lock, Shock, and Barrel sewed Oogie back together again.
Really, it was that easy? Maleficent made it look a lot harder.
Bugs, bags, and all. Oogie is back.
Dr. Finkelstein proposed a plan for the next Halloween. He said you wanted a dangerous Halloween, so we organized one to make you happy. He said if we didn't, you might never come back.
You know, Jack, I find that this could have all been avoided if you told the town your plan in the first place.
Do you think using ghosts and skeletons to hurt people is my idea of a good Halloween?
I'm pretty sure it's somebody's good idea of a Halloween.
We just wanted you to come back. We set up booby traps all over the place, but then hordes of ghosts and skeletons appeared out of nowhere, attacking everyone. Soon it wasn't even safe to be on the streets.
And yet here you are now.
This is a disaster. I've got to find the doctor.
Jack, I want to help too. Let me record your story so it's not lost.
Interesting.
Don't forget.
Save it now, or risk doing it again.
Yes, Mr. Hyde is our save for this game. Pretty much what Mr. Hyde will do is he will allow you to save your game onto any file you want to. Thing is, though, if there are enemies on the field, Mr. Hyde will react to that and leave, so he will not be on the field at all. He will not come back until you kill all the enemies or until the enemies go away, so keep that in mind. You just got to keep it a little bit safe. But, and it should be right here now. You see this little thing right here? This is a special Soul Robber hook. I don't know what their official name is, so I just call it Soul Robber hook. Pretty much whenever you see one of these, hit the triangle button, and you will jump on up right here. This will lead to our first hidden place, but we're not going to be doing hidden places. I've already explained what I'm going to be doing for this project. So, I think without further ado, we should probably go and see what's, going on inside this building right here, because, I've sort of been ignoring it. I definitely failed the time requirement for this mission. But, inside the town hall...
Huh? What's this?
Is there something in the air? Ah, shit! The Heartless are here, too! Uh-oh. Looks like we gotta fight Heartless Oogie. And it's playing Oogie Boogie's theme. I like this.
Well, Jack, the Pumpkin King. Finally made it, huh? Oh, I've been waiting. So Halloweentown.
Alright, so pretty much this is what boss battles are. Sorry, I kind of wanted to let Oogie talk. Pretty much what bosses in this game entail with are sing-alongs, in a sense. They will be to the themes of songs from the first Nightmare Before Christmas movie, changed lyrically slightly, as you can tell. Now, what am I hitting out of enemies? These are notes. These will allow you to activate Let's Dance moments inside the bosses, which are very helpful in building up your exclamation mark count. So make sure you do this, right? Come on.
Oogie, what have you done to everyone?
Get over here. And now Mr. Hyde, he's already, abandoned you. Right, come on. Dang it.
But I can say you'll rule this town.
Up. Come on.
That's funny, Jack. It wasn't
Nope, nope, nope. Up there, ow. Ah, did I get hit twice? That's not good. All my days of king to be through. Uh-oh. Go away, dice. And now let's activate a Let's Dance moment. Now, things that are annoying about a Let's Dance moment, they don't always go in time with the song. So now for me to be quiet, because I gotta focus on this, which is quick time events.
One. Let's dance. I see you're pretty proud of all your booby traps. But I can say you'll rule this town over you.
That's funny, Jack. It was a dream, but now it's coming true. 'Cause even
The Pumpkin King.
Boom. And as you can see, it does a lot of damage, so you are very much in your right. You need to start using those things. Believe me, the Let's Dances are actually easy starting off, but they progressively get harder throughout the game. Believe me, they get difficult. And a lot of the time during a Let's Dance moment, I am going to be quiet just because I need to concentrate. Especially for the last mission in the game. Just going to say that right now. But either way, let's go and keep beating up Oogie. If I were to get another... Nope, come on. Oh, I got a blue soul. So yes, these ghosts tend to drop blue souls sometimes. They also will drop green souls. Green souls are actually health souls that go around, but not too often. Pretty much just keep focusing on Oogie. That's your main goal for this mission. You have to beat this guy. Right. Right. And time for the second Let's Dance for this, which should end this boss fight.
One. Let's dance. I see you're pretty proud of all your booby traps. But I can say you'll rule this town over you.
that's funny, Jack. It was a dream, but now it's coming true. 'Cause even
The Pumpkin King.
And that takes care of the Heartless.
beginner's luck, if you ask me. Don't worry, we'll meet again.
What's this? It seems there's something in the air.
Oh!
That's the Halloween holiday door. Now, what in the world is that doing here?
I don't know, but I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. So, we have the holiday door that needs to be returned to its holiday tree for our holiday. We're not going to be messing with that for quite a while. But, there we go. So, let's exit right here and get our results screen. And unfortunately, we don't get an S this time. You know why? Cutscenes count towards your total time!
Clear time!
Fuck you, game!
Combo! Damage!
I barely made the damage.
Exclamation marks!
I
count.
beat the exclamation mark count by a long
Right
shot, that's for
there,
sure.
Rank. Oh, wonderful!
3 S's and a D make an A. I guess so.
Soul
And based
bonus.
on your rank, you will gain a soul bonus. You gain 500 for getting a rank. You get 1,000 for getting an S rank. So what are the requirements for each of these ones? Time in this case has to be 10 minutes on normal mode. It's 8 minutes on nightmare mode. Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous. Combo is only a 30. You can only get hit 4 times, which is why, again, I actually very barely missed that one. And the exclamation mark count has to only be 30, so I doubled that. So, hit the A button, and as you can see, you can get this if you get ranks are A or higher. So unfortunately, I didn't get that one because you need to get an S rank to get the trophies for this. That's why, you know, I have to get an all S rank run because I don't get all the trophies if I don't. But anyway, guys, I'm going to be ending it off right here. This is Bronoxis1359. Next time, we're going to go into the next chapter of the game.